think only childs get bad rep. I don't know who did it, who ruined it
for us.
for all of us, but we're both only child, and it's just not true. So let's read some of the myths
About
that
only
we
children.
get. Yeah.
The first one is only children are spoiled, which is true.
It's like the top one,
Yeah.
guys.
Well, it's true, but it's not our fault.
Exactly. Like we were mentioning this in the episode. We get this accusation that like as only child we're so spoiled, but in reality, like it's not our fault that
our parents treat us that way.
Yes, that our parents actually love us and want to give us the best. I mean, if honestly, I'd want to give that to my kids as well.
Yeah.
And I think the distinction here is that it's
being
like
humble.
Yeah, it's either you're humble and like you've been spoiled, but in reality you're just your parents are buying you the toys and all
places,
the clothes and all of that. But I just don't understand how this can be something that someone can be targeted for, because that's just how
it's not our choice to be that way. That's why our parents treat us this way.
We were born into it.
So
we can't control it, first of all. And second of all, what's so bad about it? That our parents love us? That our parents want the best for us?
Like, it's more of a parenting than an only child thing. Because it could be that there are two kids in the family, but they're both being treated the same way. So you're going to say that they're spoiled, but you cannot make it an excuse that they're only children. So it's a parenting choice that the parents make, and we're not responsible for the choices our parents make.
And honestly, I'm grateful for that. And also, I think the distinction here is like there are people who are spoiled and think that they're better than everyone else, and then there are people who understand how privileged they were and are humble about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I consider we are the type where we were privileged to get all these things, but we're humble about it and we acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But those people who are not that way, I think they do deserve that.
It's because I think that's the reason why we have a bad reputation. It's because of those people that are not humble, but it's not our fault that they're not humble. It's an individual thing. You cannot say that all of them are like that.
Yeah. Okay, next
one is only children are lonely. Without siblings, they grow up isolated and unhappy.
Okay. I can see that one.
It's a there's like a very high chance for an only child to be isolated and lonely, but I think we're also at the same time we're very outgoing, and it's not difficult for us to make friends. For example, me and Ayfra, we've never felt lonely. Like we always have friends with us, and like we have many friends. So I think it's more like also like an individual thing. It could be as well. It's not an only child thing. It could be that we have siblings, but we still feel unhappy and lonely.
I think for me, I'm very happy with how I was like brought up and with like my circumstances, but I would definitely, and I had friends, and most of the time I didn't feel lonely. There were some times where I'd be like, oh, it would be nice to have like a sibling who you're with like 24/7. Because like my parents, they would work, so I would have like a nanny, and it would be nice to have someone who I could share this time with and this like experience. And also I think you mentioned that in the podcast, is that for example, when like your parents, like they're not there with you forever, when they get older and like they die one day,
you have your sibling with you, so you're not left alone.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have someone who you can rely on And that's the thing, like, not obviously not everyone is blessed with great siblings.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like the ideal scenario here. And yeah, it would be nice to have someone who, because yeah, like we have friends and everything, but with friends you can like clash, you can end things, but with family, with like a sibling, you're like tied together.
It's very rare to cut off a family member unless like there's something very bad
it's
happening.
like something very extreme.
Yeah, but most of the time they're always with you. Yeah. So the next myth is only children are selfish. Since they don't share with siblings, they grow up self-centered. I don't think that's the case as well, because
I can understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, but at the same time, again, it's not an only child issue, because there can be people who have siblings and they can be selfish or greedy. So it's the way that you were brought up. For example, we were taught to share. And I used to share a lot with my friends in school, and even like until now. So I never had the problem with sharing. It can be only in one case that I mentioned in the podcast as well. For example, for me, sometimes it doesn't come to my mind to share, to offer. For example, having a snack and I don't offer, it's not because I don't want to share. It's because it just doesn't come to my mind to offer. But if someone asks, I'll be like, I will be more than happy to give, and I'll be like, I don't want to have the whole thing. And again, it's not coming from me being greedy or not wanting to share. It's coming from me that it's not coming to my mind to offer, and I'm guessing that it is rooting from being an only child, because I always had everything to myself. Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's selfish.